So recently I've been dipping my toes in the metaphorical pool that is Japanese dramas. And let me just say, I've got a lot to say. 2 words, they're weird. No, before you hop on my case, let me just clarify, not all Japanese dramas are weird. What I'm really talking about are the older Japanese dramas. Recently, the ones I've been watching at least, have been pretty normal and pretty, digestible and acceptable. But I'm talking about the old ones that are really odd. Now, just so you believe me, some of my favorite shows I've ever actually consumed are Japanese. For example, a show called Hold Your Hand at Twilight, and also a show called Silent, about someone who had recently turned deaf and rekindling a relationship that he had before he had turned deaf, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hads in that sentence. So now that we've addressed that there are many good Japanese dramas, I have to state that I've consumed an unholy amount of diabolical Japanese dramas. And I'm starting to feel crazy that I'm the only one noticing these things, at least from what I've seen. Now I'm going to be starting off on the pacing. Now I'm not really sure how I'm going to be explaining this, because it's more of like a feeling when I'm watching these things, but I'm going to try my best to put it into words. It sort of feels like I'm in a dream when I'm watching these things. Maybe it's because of the way it's being translated, and Japanese isn't my natural, mother tongue. But it feels really odd. Like it's slow, and it always seems to be shot at golden hour, which is like a really lethargic time. I don't know if that's don't really know if that's the right word choice. I've never used that word before, sort of just threw it out there, sounded right. That's how I'm feeling, lethargic. Like, if I'm gonna be real, some of them are making me go The pacing for some reason hits something in my brain that makes me feel kind of unnerved. I don't know why, maybe it's just me. Now, swiftly moving on from that, I don't really know how to explain it much better than that. I'm going to be talking about nonchalant male leads who have no charisma whatsoever, and I'm gonna be real with you, borderline just abusive and incredibly mean to their love interest. Like, it starts off, I'm telling you, I've seen this so many times. They're in high school, he has his feet kicked up on the desk, he's leaning in his chair, he's just paying zero attention, his fringe is in his face, he's hiding behind the curtains, and his first interaction with the female lead, he's either really chill and seems to have a carefree attitude, just living in his own reality, right, and just walks off, or he's just kind of just passive aggressive, or just straight out plain mean, and starts psychoanalyzing and diagnosing the fucking female lead's issues upon his first interaction with her. But anyway, can we just normalize having some genuinely charismatic, nice, funny male leads who can actually speak their feelings? Because these motherfuckers, their excuse for being mean is it's just a facade to hide how much they really care about them. Are you 12? Learn how to fucking control your emotions, you child. You shouldn't need someone to hold your hand while you're trying to say what you feel. And next we're going to be talking about how sexual some of these dramas are. And it's really odd because most of the time when they are really sexual, they're set in high school. These are young adults, if you can even say that. Young. I understand this is part of I don't know if I can say this is rude, the culture. There's a weird culture in Japan where it's a fetishization of young girls in school uniforms. A whole different issue. I'm not even gonna touch that with a 9-foot stick. We'll leave that to the 300-pound neckbeard, Cheeto dust fingered fucking behemoths living in their mother's basement. But one example of this, I don't know why, it's not even the greatest example of this, I don't know why it bothers me so much. I saw this clip on TikTok, I've watched the movie after having seen this clip, and everyone in the comments are like, oh my god, how cute, I'd fold if anyone had done this to me. And I'm gonna be explaining why that's my reaction to that comment. It's a scene in a movie called Drowning Love, where the female lead is Nana Komatsu. I love Nana Komatsu, no hate to her, but this is just such an odd scene. She was drinking something and spilt some on her face, right? And she's with the male lead. And by the way, at this point in the story, they didn't really know each other that well. They didn't know each other like that. So tell me, picture yourself, you're in this situation, right? You spilt some liquid on your face, and the guy sitting next to you barely know them, goes up and licks it like a dog off your face. Who the fuck wrote this scene and thought, yeah, that's the one, Smooth Criminal. If a motherfucker did that, they would land the 1-2 combo in seconds. Bang! Now I gotta say that Drowning Love movie is kind of the reason I mentioned pacing in the beginning, because that movie has really odd pacing. It feels really weird. It feels like I'm in a dream. I don't like it. Now some people love it because it's aesthetic, whatever. I'm just here for the story. I'm here for the tea. I'm not here for the aesthetics, okay? If I'm here for the aesthetics, I'll go on TikTok and put in hashtag China and watch them fucking ethereal videos of the Chinese landscapes.
You don't even know me. Why do you care?
Next, we got the smooth-brained female leads. If you don't know what a smooth-brained means, it means you're dumb. I don't know if the writers just think the female gender are just fucking idiots and are just like, they fall at their knees just bowing to whatever male lead there is in the world, right? Whoever's writing these are living out their own fantasy, living vicariously through the scripts they write, right? Right? Like, I'm telling you, the male lead could quite literally ball a fist for no reason and lump the female lead, and she would not care. Somehow she'd believe she was the problem. She's at fault. They can see no wrong. They just, for some reason, bite their tongue and take all the shit they're given. They're given an extreme amount of shit from everyone. I mean, for no reason. They're like lovely people, and someone's like spread like a nonsensical rumor, and for some reason everyone in the entire school just starts dogging on them for no fucking reason. And this is adjoined with their love interest just being a general prick to them, and I'm sort of meant to be taking it as playful flirtation. Fuck off. If I was the girl in this situation, I'd be fucking crying under my covers every night. Now, just for an example of this like nonchalant, careless, just genuinely kind of mean male lead, I'm gonna be talking about an incurable case of love. Now, I'm gonna be real, I did like this show, but the male lead, I'm gonna be real, I don't know if that motherfucker cracked a single smile in the entire show. He just has no charisma. And for some reason, the female lead is just infatuated with him, and it makes no sense. I don't know why it bothers me so much that I do know it's because these writers for some reason seem to be allergic to writing a fucking charismatic, kind, funny main lead. Now, this video may have been shorter than my other ones. I still hope you enjoyed. There was, again, no script, so please forgive me if it was all over the place. These are rant videos, so there's no real structure. I'm sort of just winging it as I go. But if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe.